Hi, I'm Brianna Motzkis.
And I'm Cindi Rang, and today we're out at the Gate 17 Retreat Center in my house, and we're going to do our little shoot with some behind-the-scenes footage. My daughter and I have owned and operated a busy quilt shop in Washington State for over 20 years. We have a retreat center, an active YouTube channel, and a large pattern line featuring our creations. My two sons work on machines. One daughter-in-law is our videographer, and the other is a long-arm quilter. We are a family that love each other, we laugh together, and every once in a while we get some work done. We have a crew that are saints for their efforts at keeping us on track. Thanks for joining us on our wild ride. We're gonna talk faster than usual.
I'm cute, not practical.
I know.
I just like that. There's no snow.
It's cold. It's cold. This is the problem, is that the sun shines, and
It's
so it
so
seems like it's so
deceiving.
pretty. It is 36 degrees.
Yeah.
So it's really cold. So we're only going to be out here for a minute. So we just wanted to show you kind of where the retreat center is, and we're going to go inside here in a few minutes. But if you look behind us, you can see this is the retreat center. We'll go through that here in a little bit, and you'll be able to see the inside. And then if you look over here, this is my house. This is where I've been trying to move into. So you can see I'll be not really all up in your business, but available is what we like to call it. And then we're going to kind of see if we can come around slowly, and we're going to show you how close we are to the lake. This highway in front of us is Highway 17. That's why we call it Gate 17. And we are 4 miles from the fabric patch. And across the lake, of course, it's, winter, so everything's a little bit gross, but this is the lake. So we are right at the East Beach, and that is the beautiful lake, Healing Waters Lake. We're going to link a video about Soap Lake that was done by Kathy, one of the local gals. Oh, and by the way, traffic. So we thought Deb was loud at the shop. Let's just do this on the highway. But anyway, so we'll come back to, let's go ahead and go inside. We'll kind of start the tour just a little bit. So over here, I'll let you walk up ahead of me a little bit, Brittany. So this is the patio. So in the summertime, we have an umbrella out here, fire pit, lots of seating, lots of dining. And these gates here are just so that if we have to drive through, we have opening gates here and gates here. But it's all private. We do have to add one more gate here. And this is all going to be plantings this spring. But what's kind of nice is we have a ramp on this side, so that what you can do is you can pull up your car here and stop, and then wheel up your big heavy suitcase, sewing machine, and bring it in this sliding door, which is kind of nice. So the event center has a whole wall of windows so that you can see the lake from where you're sewing, or come out and sit outside. And then our yard is gated separately, just so that Lizzie doesn't have to be all up in your business, which she totally would be. And again, it's winter, so it'll be prettier. And then this is one of the original bungalows from, it was built in 1906. It's all been redone on the inside, so it's really pretty. And over on that far side, if you go in that side door there, that's where the little massage suite is. And so it's a nice private, comfortable spot where a local massage therapist comes and is here for you. And then we have Tracy, our shipping manager, is a yoga instructor. So we'll be able to come out not when it's 36 degrees. But, well, maybe.
Maybe. You never know.
Cold yoga. If you can do hot yoga, you can do cold yoga. You do it first.
Yeah.
You talk Tracy.
I've done hot yoga. It kicked my butt. Oh my gosh. I got drunk in there in college. Like, ladies, I ain't doing that again. Nope. You go to my house, we'll do regular yoga. Because I was not prepared for hot yoga. No.
15 pounds later.
Right. I got really good, but oh man.
Yeah. All right, so, and then also in the summertime, we have furniture out here and we spend a lot of time out on the deck, and then we have a covered, more private dining area in the back. Again, you know, it's a hard line for us. We don't want to feel like we're all up in your business at all, but we want to be available. And so when we have people who come and rent the facility, they really don't see us unless they want something. But when it's one that we're hosting, obviously it's very different because we're your hostess. And so,
we take good care of you.
Yeah, we do. It's fun. Yeah, it's a good time. So, and we'll, at the end, after we kind of show you a few things, we'll talk about the retreats that we have planned for you and how to sign up for those. So this is my back door. Okay. So this is the back door. So for some of you guys, when we first started, this was the retreat house. So what we did was we redid it so that there was 4 bedrooms, it slept 10, and everybody sewed in the living room. And so we kind of wanted to make sure that it would work and people thought it was a great idea. And while they were doing that, we were remodeling the bungalows. So then we got the bungalows remodeled and realized that people didn't really fit in here anymore. So the retreat center was a 4-car garage. We gutted that, finished that, got that done the 3rd year. And then last year we finished the new condos, and that's where we'll take you out and show you that. So some of you guys that have booked retreats with us and brought your guilds and your friends here, you have sewn in here. So it will be fun for you to see how it's changed a little bit. So if you come up here down the hallway, we really didn't do anything different with the rooms. I'm going to show you again. This is all friends, so no judgment. So I've got boxes, and you can see Eliza at the end. So that room, which used to be the 30s room, is now the kids' room. The room that used to be the little massage suite and sitting room is now my long arm room. And the room that used to be Nana's lace room is my office. And then in here, this is where we kind of just kept a bunch of stuff. This is, at my house, I have a walk-in, oh, it's black in there, isn't it? A walk-in closet and, of course, a big, huge laundry room. So I have a stacking washer and dryer and a closet in there. So that's very different. The wool room, what we used to have as the wool room, is our master bedroom. And then we added pantry storage, kind of deep pantry storage. So there's these 3 are here. And this is what is the biggest change. This is our front door still. All of this is the same, but we redid the kitchen because before it was all about having enough room for everybody to put up all of the tables. So now what we did is we took out all of the kitchen counters and the kitchen cabinets and replaced all of this. I kept the wine fridge for myself. You'd think I would have been nice and put it out there, but I kept that. And then we have a little dining nook here that's different. And some of you guys, if you've watched some of the videos with me and Eliza, will this bug you if I turn that on? With me and Eliza, oh yes, is that terrible? Yeah. Is that better? No. You've seen us sitting in some of these places. And so now this is my living room. So we used to have in our old house, we had a family room and a large living room. So this is it. But look at my view of the lake. Can you see through oh, you can't see through the windows. Well, it's beautiful. I love sitting here. I love the lake. Love, love, love the lake. So it's a really nice view. And if you come around, this was the room. We called this, for people that had stayed here, we called this the modern room. And this is my sewing studio now. So again, there's boxes and stuff everywhere. But if you've watched like the jelly roll race and a bunch of the classes with me and Eliza, then you've seen some of the shots in here. So it still needs a lot of love to get everything to fit in here properly. But basically that's about it. So let's see, what we'll do is we're going to walk back out and we're going to come into the event center. And then I'm going to show you we're going to show you the event center and a couple of the condos. And then we're going to come back in and sit down and chat just a little bit. All right, so we walked out here and it was too much light issues for Brittany to go from outside to inside. So we're magically in. But you know how we got out here.
Yes.
So again, this is kind of the behind the scenes tour, because
we just had a group leave.
We just had a group leave because we do have tiny groups that come. We are, I think we've talked about this before, we are licensed recreational, so we can't have more than 10 people. But we just had a group of 5, and we have a group of 5 that's coming again on Thursday. So they've just checked out. So we have to clean everything, but you'll kind of see how we're doing it during COVID time. So you can see this is 2,000 square feet. Yeah. And so normally we can put up, everybody gets 2 tables, so you have a full return. Everybody has a rolling armless chair, and then we also have a cutting area. So you do have kind of a buddy that you're sewing with. Normally you're close together, much closer. I mean, you're not super tight, but you're a little bit closer together. But even this, this is actually at the moment, this is one person's station. And so the other thing is we have all of the design walls, and the way that the design walls work, these are the same ones that we have at the shop. So it's that foam core board covered in that grid, the flannel grid. And so they're very movable, so you can have 3 or 4, you know, whatever you want to have, and have your projects up and working on that. We also have in this room, we have a Barista Bar. Normally we have a little table, but of course nobody can sit at that right now. And back there are 3 bathrooms back there. And then we have the hot and cold water. And and then if you see out the doors, so back there, and one of those bathrooms is a handicap accessible, just in case. And then of course, you know, we have the great view of the lake. And up here there's 5,600 watt daylight bulbs, so you have massive amounts of light. And then we also have the plugins. We have a cord that comes down right on top of your station, so you don't have any trip hazards and you're not rolling over any cords or anything. And the amperage with all of these, everything is on its own little circuit. So, knock on wood, I feel like we shouldn't say, but we've never blown a breaker. Yeah. And we have great big machines, and their aught lights and their irons and whatever all plugged into it.
And there's a few outlets along the side if you want to plug in an iron or whatever. But yeah, so we've been to enough retreats and other places to know that the cords are the most dangerous spot. Not the totes of fabric or the scraps of fabric on the floor. It's those dang cords. So we have everything coming off the ceiling, so it keeps your walkway pretty clear.
And we've thought about all of those things that we needed, which is a lot of light, a lot of space, our own design wall, plugins. So I feel like it's pretty set. And then again, we do have ironing boards and irons that are here. Some people bring their own if they don't want to get it moved around.
Again, you have your own extension cord. So you've essentially got 4 or 5 plugs. So if you got a machine, an iron, your cell phone, you got plenty of plugs.
And you could even have more if you need it. I would wonder
what you might need.
What you need that many for. Yeah. And then there is a commercial kitchen, again, for people that are doing retreats on their own, coming and doing their own thing. You know, they have different ways that they do the food, but you've got a double oven, a large refrigerator, and all of the pots, pans, dishes. There's service for 24 actually out here. And then anything that you need, like this bowl goes inside, but every small appliance, or if you need additional bowls or a rice cooker or an extra crock pot, anything like that, we have all of those things out here. So again, if you're planning something for your own retreat, doing your own thing, we should have you covered for that. So all right, so we'll go out the back door and we'll take you out to the condos.
And I want to add something, just let you guys know, because it's such a good place. Some of you probably might be really, ooh, that'd be great for a family reunion.
Oh.
We do not rent to anything except scrapbookers and quilters or other artists. Because when we go into the condos, you'll see they all have handmade quilts on them. And we've had a few occasions where we had some groups doing stuff in the park, and since we're part of the park, it's like, oh, just stay with us. Boys are dirty.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Having
we had to replace bedding and replace.
So if
things.
you're thinking, oh, family reunion or whatever,
Wedding.
we do not book family reunions. We don't book weddings. We only book quilting, scrapbooking retreats. So keep that in mind when you're thinking.
And we don't
about
advertise anywhere else. And when somebody asks about it, that's why you can't actually
find
book.
this. Yeah.
And you can't, if you want to do it for your own guild, there's no way on our website for you to book it. You have to talk to us. And we ask you who you are and make sure you know. Because it's just
it'd be too much. It'd be a lot of work for us to change all the bedding out for one weekend and to put all the light. But you'll see when you get to the condos, you'll see why it's so special to us quilters.
Yeah, we want people like us to be.
Yeah,
it's a So I don't know if the lighting is it going to work okay for us to work outside?
Let's see. Maybe black for just a second.
Cold and bright. Are we good? Okay, so right out the back door, as you come out, you can see ahead. So this was going to get all asphalted in 2021, but well, you know what happened. So nothing got happened. So
but it's a really good parking because what usually happens is Mom and I
we're not usually out here,
and we back up, and if we do, we box someone in. So just make sure if you're roomy or whatever, if you're okay parking behind her. We've got excellent street parking. Hardly
parking
no
lot out
crime.
front.
Street crime happens in Salt Lake, so everything is perfectly safe. And we have tons of security cameras. You probably can't see in the video, but we are
16 security cameras all outside. We don't care what you do inside,
right?
But outside,
So
lots of
we've got your stuff covered.
Yeah. So there is a ramp, and again, there will be a rail, but again, you know, the world ended for a while, so we couldn't get anything done. This is what one of the old bungalows looks like. So that one was one from 1906. The last one on our property that we haven't done anything with yet. So we do have plans for it. So that's our next year project. So my husband loves to do that kind of thing. So 2 of the condos, this is a quad. So there are 4 condos. All of them are the same floor plan, exactly the same. They're just turned a little bit differently, but it's all a great big square. They're all just decorated a little bit different. So again, we haven't finished. All we've done is kind of got most of the laundry out. So we haven't cleaned yet, but you can still kind of see what it looks like. So all of them have a code door, so you don't have to worry about a key. And then as you come in,
Did it get dark? Ooh, dark.
So this one is unit number 2. And so unit number 2, it's kind of a lot of my favorite things with all of the vintage stuff around here. I love vintage. A lot of these things were things that belonged to my grandma, or I found in different places. For those of you guys that have seen the wedding quilt on the Every Quilt Has a Story, it's here. Along with the other one that I talked about and the story. So again, this is why we can't have a hunting party here. There's no place else for that to go. And we know that, you know, people like us, they love things like this. We love to just look at it. There's
a teacup
collection. Yeah, there's a bunch of just different fun little touches of things that people might like. And this cabinet was original from 1906. That was in the Garden Bungalow. So anyway, I kind of like those vintagey things. I think they're kind of fun. So, and then the rooms, all of them are kind of like this, where they have kind of you're sharing a common space. It's a 4-piece kitchen. And again, all of the dishes, if somebody wants to cook or something in there, you certainly can. And then there's one bathroom off of the living room. This one happens to be a handicap bathroom, so that if we do have somebody that needs that, this is a 36-inch doorway. It's a nice, pretty, and there's something about chandeliers in a bathroom. I don't know why, but I love them. You'll see them in every bathroom. No chandeliers in the dining room.
Crystal knobs.
In the bathroom. Yeah.
Courtesy of Harper. Right? They're also on Harper's dresser set, but we get some extras.
And then this is one of the, so there's 2 twin beds. It's a pretty large bedroom. So again, when we don't have COVID to deal with, you're relatively close. But what we've been doing now for small, tiny groups, and we have about a group a month, roughly, you know, not very many, enough to kind of pay for the, maybe, I don't know that it really pays for the power, but enough to keep things going. So what they do is, like in this one, We only had one person per bedroom. So in here, sorry. So they were not sharing a bedroom with anybody. So one person was over there and had their own bathroom, and this person was in this bed and had their own bathroom. And this one, the bathroom is actually attached. And so, and this one has a tub and shower, the other one has a shower. And then the attached bathroom also has a stackable washer and dryer. So anyway, so they're all twin beds and they're all Serta beds and real comfortable. So we'll just show you one more just so you can kind of see, and then we'll show you the rest of the grounds. But anyway, so this one, and there's always extra quilts. I think we have over 100 quilts around in all of the rooms.
So you can, it's the thermostats for the entire house, the entire condo. So you're going to have that one person who's always super, super, hot, or someone who's always super, super cold. So you can only take off so many layers, but we've got tons and tons of quilts to layer on top of the
layer
cold box.
We can always tell that. We'll come in and strip the beds and stuff, and
two quilts.
All of a sudden, somebody stacked, and it's like, oh, someone was hot.
Yeah, and someone took their quilt off of there. She was the hot one. Yeah. So we've got tons of those for you guys who have cold feet all the time.
Yeah. Same exact layout, but just different decor. But the kitchen is the same, 4-piece kitchen, little dining room. All of them have Wi-Fi, Roku TV. Oh, sorry, someone's at the door. And then same thing. 2 beds, 2 twin beds, and then this one, it's exactly the same. This one has the adjoining bathroom, stackable washer and dryer, tub and shower. This one has the 2 twin beds. So again, we're not done cleaning, but this one, so she was in here by herself and had her own bathroom. And we're going to do we are going to do a very thorough tour of all of the condos and bungalows here. Probably, I don't know if we'll get it done this week before Becky and her group come, but there's unique things in each of the, we should just show that this one has a Tula shower curtain. Tula Pink years and years ago. I bet it was probably,
I don't know, she might still do it.
Maybe. But what she was doing is she was doing a printed backing. And so it was a limited number, just a few that she was doing. And you had to be at the right time to be able to get one. And it was when she was doing Prince Charming. So I got one for way too much money and bought it. And then I didn't have the heart to put it on the back of a quilt because I thought, I don't want to quilt through it. And what if we never see it again? And so I held on to it for years and years. And then I was so excited to show Brianna. It's like, guess what I did with that? And her first reaction was, what? And then it's like, oh, it makes perfect sense. But I'll show you what I did. I turned it into a shower curtain because then it is true that Tula Pink people, they know exactly what this is.
So
it's a great big Prince Charming from Tula Pink. So I absolutely love it. So we call this the Tula Pink room, the Tula bathroom. So anyway, so we love Tula. But anyway, so there's 2 other condos, and we'll kind of show you where they're at. But again, this is just sort of a quick down and dirty tour. We'll show you the rest of where everything else is because we're anxious to go inside and talk about the retreat. So we'll come around here for just a second. Okay. Flash a light, that's what happens, I think, going from dark out. We don't really think about it, but from the camera, it's a hard thing. So anyway, so we're going to come this way, and then you'll just see that as you come down this way, this is where unit 3 is right there. We're not going to go inside. We don't need to today, but you'll be able to see that when we do the thorough tour. But 3 is here. And then there's a gate. And then number 4 is around the corner there. So for those of you guys that might think about bringing husbands, we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. Unit number 4 has its own private parking. It's actually on First Avenue rather than on the highway. And it's close to everything. But that condo, the 2 rooms that you've just seen, they have queen beds in them. So it's a queen bed, your own bathroom, queen bed, your own bathroom. So again, if you're coming with a partner, we have you in a little different spot so that, and then this is just kind of a tiny little private patio. We have the lights on in the evening. Normally it's real pretty out here with different gardening stuff. It's not so pretty. Yeah, it's a little rough. And then this is one of the bungalows. We call this one the Patio Bungalow, and we call it that because it's just off of the patio, which is kind of fun. And then we're all the way around to the back. And then there's one that's called a Hideaway Bungalow that you really can't see from here, but it's on the front. It's on First Avenue. It's kind of attached to the end of the house. It's a very, very private, totally separate entrance, queen bed in there. And again, you'll see that when we do the full thorough
And that's
tour.
the one that if you have a service dog, that is the bungalow. So we only have one bungalow available for a service dog. And that's the one.
It has its own little private yard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But again, we only have a few people. I think we've only had one person who actually brought a service dog. But that's the one that's private. If barks at night, barks at the traffic, whatever, we weren't going to disturb anybody, and you have your buddy with you.
Yeah, and you have a little yard. You can walk out. It's nicely lit. Yeah. It's all nice and private for you, so it's all good. And then you again.
we do on-site laundry. So Mom and I do all of our laundry here.
Gardening. And then we're right back to kind of where we started. And this is the back part of the garden bungalow. And so you can go out front that way for the garden bungalow, and this is again the back door. So anyway, I don't know if that was confusing or good, but we're gonna go inside and we'll sit down and make a cup of coffee. So we'll see you in a minute. Before we go sit down, I have to share my tea drawer. So for those of you guys that are on Facebook, you saw the picture of it, but if you're not, we just thought we would share this. So the drawers are kind of large, but my tea collection is super large. So what's kind of funny is my friend Sally Catlin and also Margaret Fletcher, who are English, said, I do not have a single box of real tea in here. Yeah. Not true. All right, so this is a very different view, but we'll sit here. So anyway, so we just wanted to show you kind of just give you a good idea of where you would stay. But again, I think we mentioned earlier on that we are going to do a very thorough walkthrough of every bungalow, every unit, so that you really do see what all of them look like. So that'll be a separate video, and we'll also put it on our website so that people can see it. But we just thought we would show you guys just sort of the Friends tour, so you sort of knew what was going on. Because at 10 o'clock today, Brianna is going to turn on the page so that you can register for retreats. And so a couple things before we get started. If you go to that site, everything that we're going to tell you is written out. You can even print that, right? There's a PDF and you can print the page off if you want to think about it. We only have spots for 18. And that's, again, based on double occupancy. And we've mentioned this in the past. We are just trusting that COVID really is going to be gone. So, we just think that you have to have something to look forward to. So I think it's good to plan it, because what's going to happen is if all of a sudden COVID is gone in March, it is going to be a
bedlam of travel.
Yes, everybody wants to get out, go do something. So I think that this is our window to plan it, assuming it's going to happen. If it does not happen, you have, and it says it everywhere on the site, absolutely full refund. There's no penalties. Previously and eventually someday we will have refund policies, but at the moment we're just being really lax with that. We want everybody to feel absolutely comfortable, and again, we're just trusting.
So the best thing to do is to get your sewing buddy. I mean, because you will be double occupancy, you will have a neighbor in the twin bed next to you, like we showed you. So try to get a friend with you. Yeah. You have the option of putting a deposit down for your retreat or paying the whole thing in full because you're going. It's not happening. I'm going to get my plane ticket. I'm going to drive down, whatever you want. Bring your friend with you, and then you guys will share a room and a bathroom together, so you don't have to feel like I don't have to be accustomed to a stranger's germs. And if that is true, you can just put in the notes when you check out with your deposit or whatever to say, oh, and Kathy V from Cincinnati is my friend, and we're coming together or whatever. So, we're super excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to put a face to all those names.
I know. We have a lot of local people that kind of do the same retreats every year because we do this anyway. I mean, our retreat center is typically, prior to COVID, we were booked every weekend. Yeah. Because what would happen is maybe a group would come that first weekend in February. Well, we only book a year out. So then they would be booked, they booked the same time next year, the same time next year, the same time next year. So there was never any openings. So we took the ones that we wanted so that we could host our own. And those were always full. Brianna usually does 2 machine embroidery retreats per year. She usually does one in March, but it's a little too early to do something in March, we think. And then one in September. So next year we'll add the spring one also. But she does the machine embroidery. And again, always full. So we are a little nervous that some of the people that want to come might not get in. So I do think you're going to have to kind of act fast, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. So, I think that also there's going to be a lot of people that are still nervous.
Right, of course.
About it. Now, me, I would just book it.
I'm going.
Book it. I'm going. And then you can back out later, you know, if you need to. But I don't want to take the chance that I'm finally going to be able to get out of Dodge and not go.
And miss
I know. So anyway, so the way that we've been fairly descriptive in the retreats, but the way that we do it is kind of fun. We start with check-in Thursday morning. People start to arrive, and we kind of give you the day to. We usually have some sort of a project. We always have a gift bag for you. We have your room is assigned. Your area where you're going to be sewing is assigned, and you can get unpacked. You can take your time. You can go to the shop, and again, only 4 miles from here. And you can do a little bit of shopping if you want to. If you even want to come a day sooner, it talks about that in there. It's just $60, and then you can come have a full day of travel and kind of hang out and have Thursday to yourself. So we do have projects and we have a class, but we suggest that you bring something that you want to work on, something that you need help with, something that you want to do, because if you get all set up Thursday by 1 and dinner's not until 5, then you might want to sew a little bit. So anyway, so bring something to work on. And then what we'll do is we feed you the entire time. So your retreat, it also covers all of your food. So it covers your lodging, covers all of your food, your gift bags, your door prize drawings, all of your instruction. The only thing it wouldn't cover would be whatever fabric you're going to end up using. You might bring some stuff with you. We tell you ahead of time what you're going to be doing, or you might do some shopping while you're here.
And with that being said, if you don't do the project we want to do, we don't care. Yeah, we're just love that you're here with us.
We've had scrapbookers come.
Yeah,
they just want to come and hang out.
Yeah,
and they're scrapbooking the whole time. And we did not make fun. No, yeah, it's okay.
They're quilters now.
That's right. Yeah, they came to the dark side.
Yeah.
But so it's okay. We just it's just good to have just girl time.
Yeah.
You know, we have a great time. We have a couple of really good friends, guys, Mike being one, who are quilters, but we haven't had any guys come to the retreat. So I don't know if it would change. It wouldn't change at all.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. We just haven't had any. We have had husbands come. Yeah. And it also talks about that if your husband wants to come along, he is absolutely welcome. What we do though, is we do have some rooms that have there's 3 rooms that have a queen bed in them. Mm-hmm. So we hold those off for couples. We would never have you sleep with a stranger. So
yeah, I know.
That's a little too much. Yeah. So it is just twin beds. But anyway, we do have 3 rooms that have queen beds. So if you do decide to bring your husband, since it's based on double occupancy, his fee would be that $400, but that covers all his 4 nights lodging. It covers all of his food. We'll feed him also. There just is not a spot in the retreats, and we won't give him a table. And so
he'd have to take it to go.
He'll have to. Well, he can eat. Yeah. He can't sew.
Right.
He can't. he can't sit there and do his reloading, or I don't know. What does a guy do in there? I don't know that he'd want to be in there. But the other husbands that have come, they will either bike. There's wonderful biking trails, hiking trails, swimming. We have kayaks. We have a paddleboard. There's all kinds of things that that they can do if they want to.
Lots of fishing.
So yeah, so you can bring a spouse if they want to come and hang. Lots of fishing. Yeah. So there's a lot to do, and we could keep him busy. He kind of probably wants to be the outdoorsy type, though.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, yeah, I guess you could bring a book.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. There's some great spots on the lake that are pretty private. You could just sit and read, and no one's gonna bug you. Yeah.
Anyway, so you could do that too. So you could bring a friend, bring a bestie.
Yeah.
Meet someone new. Bring a spouse if he wants to come along. That's all good. Airports to fly into. If you fly into Pasco, that's part of the Tri-Cities. They're about an hour from us. If you fly into Wenatchee, that's a little bit more expensive because you have to get on one of those little lawn darts to get over there. But they're about 45 minutes from us. Mm-hmm. Spokane is 2 hours. You don't have to drive over a mountain pass. Seattle. I never fly into Seattle.
It's about 2 hours, but you have to go over the pass. Which I mean, guess
there won't be any winter,
summer, spring.
But getting in and out of that airport, it's
unless you're used to a big city airport, like Heathrow,
LAX.
If you're used to that, that's probably Seattle's nothing. But if you are not, it is not easy.
We like Spokane if we're flying somewhere big because is there like 3 terminals? That's it.
Yeah, it's pretty small. And
it's small.
You don't
feels big. Mm-hmm. Southwest flies into there. So anyway, or hopefully if you're driving up, there's I don't know. It's a pretty drive. Washington is a beautiful state. So anyway, so that's what it all covers is all of the food, and we the way that we do the food. People ask about that all the time. We tend to have a menu that is a build your own kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. So like for lunch, it's a salad bar. So if you are on a plant-based diet only or keto, and so you all kinds of meat and cheese or whatever, no matter what, it's going to work for everybody. We're careful about having diabetic treats, although we have dessert with every meal. Yeah.
And you guys, again, you saw your bungalows, so you can bring whatever you want. You've got your own refrigerator, you've got your own cupboards.
Yeah.
If you find that your breakfasts are super particular, I mean, you are more than welcome to bring anything that you want. Do not feel like you have to share with us. We might give you a little, griff about it, but we really don't care.
No,
but bring whatever you want. You have your own private spot, and you can.
If there's something special that you're doing,
and beverages, we usually have a little bit of wine, and usually just water. So if you are someone
tea and coffee,
tea and coffee,
water, tea and coffee.
So if you like something special or a special kind of wine, or Aiken's just the block down has a really great selection of wine and beers.
We don't buy pop.
No.
And the reason we don't buy pop is because, we used to, sometimes people would say, oh, well, I want some caffeine in the afternoon, but what do you buy?
We all bring something different.
Coke, Pepsi, 7-Up, Sprite, I don't know. And I don't drink any of that, so I never know what to buy. So we don't provide pop, but tea, coffee, water, and wine. We have a lot of local wineries. There's 14 that are considered local. Mm-hmm. And so we always feature a different winery in the evenings. And we also have non-alcoholic versions for those of you that would prefer that. And then usually we like to eat outside. We just really like to enjoy the weather. And it is 3 meals. It's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Mm-hmm. And we don't do continental breakfast. We like to eat. Yes. So we like to feed you. So anyway, all of your food is included, your lodging is included, all of your instruction, and then we have kind of fun events. We do have some after hours shopping that we'll do where the shop is unlocked.
That is your little secret.
You get to shop in your pajamas.
Yeah, but have a couple of us have keys. So.
Yeah. So that's always kind of fun, and then we have other different things. So there's some fun walks. We walk up to the nudist colony. It's no longer there, but we go there.
Fun fact, I've never made it all the way up there.
She always brings a kid with
her.
I
always have a kid with me.
Who starts crying halfway.
We didn't even make how far did we make it? Like 20 yards up. And Harper was like, this princess is not walking anymore.
Carry me.
And Wyatt really wanted to go, but he, one or the other. And
I can't believe you've still not made it up there.
No,
it's beautiful.
No, I have to.
Casey goes up there to do her yoga.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a great place for it. But yeah, my kids, no. Princess says not anymore. And Wyatt, he would love it. He just has to be without my sister, I think.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't want to.
We've mentioned before, you have to find, there's a video, and if you search YouTube, we'll link it.
Well, yeah,
I'll show Brianna. It's Soap Lake Wah, and it's really, really good. There's a lot of drone footage, and it shows, and you can, if you know what you're looking for, you can see the where the nudist colony was. And then after
Boy Scouts.
After it was a nudist colony, it then became the Boy Scout camp.
Odd. But yeah.
Now it's just a place where we go to hike.
Yeah.
So it's really nice.
A destination.
Anyway, so let's see. So Brianna, let's start talking about, so you can, again, all of this is written. There's a few pictures. There's a downloadable thing. So you can see this kind of describes what's all included. And if you look carefully, that is Jordan and Eliza and little Orion in the lake. That's what the backdrop of that picture is. And so that describes everything we've just said. And then the other 4 retreats, again, we're going to go ahead and shoot for an occupancy of 18. And because we have faith.
Yeah.
We have faith. We're going to do this. And
it's time for some fun.
Oh my gosh. I'm just ready. I'm ready to have friends over. I'm ready for hugs to not be illegal.
Right. No kidding.
No, I'm ready. So,
well, we've been without retreats for a whole year.
Yeah.
And for us who host it, who really enjoy it.
We're very social.
We tag team it together, which is super good. We got a teacher and you've got someone who's doing the cooking and the cleaning and the extra questions. And
we cook the same way. So it works really well.
Yeah.
We know who's doing what.
And so it's really, really fun. So we've missed out on all of that and not seeing our regulars all the time and can't wait to know all the new people. Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm super ready.
There's only 6 of you. We're coming.
There's a few that have been emailing that said that they're coming, and some of the people that I really want to meet. So I'm excited, that we recognize, we email back and forth and Facebook messages and we see in their orders and we'll write little notes. So anyway, so I'm excited to meet some new friends from all over. So we're real excited. So, all right. So talk about the first one. The first one is yours, Machine Embroidery.
So the Machine Embroidery Retreat is September 16th through the 19th. What we do is 4 projects, right? 4 projects with 4 different techniques in them. It's varied a little bit. I think our very first retreat, we did like a Kimberbell kit. And then I've evolved a little bit, doing some of my personal designs, mixing some designs. You guys can learn different things, whether we're merging designs. We have, this bag with this design on top, doing some different things. So if you're a seasoned machine embroiderer, hopefully you learn something from me, maybe a new notion technique. You will. Hopefully you learn all that. If you're someone new, you're going to learn a whole bunch, but you won't fall behind. There's a lot of people who had just bought machine embroidery stuff, got their machine all set up, and then 2 months later came to the retreat and they weren't left behind. We put you strategically within the room by someone who has a machine that's same to you, so that if I can't get to you, that hopefully the neighbor next to you can say, oh, it's this button right here. So, and we give us enough time that we move at a speed that we are as fast as our slowest person. So we've always finished all 4 of our projects. Yeah, you take everything home. You take everything done. So it's really fun. You do have a kit cost. So there's the retreat cost that does the food and the lodging and everything, and then there's a kit cost of about, I think it's $100.
$99, yeah. And that covers all of your digitizing, all of your designs, all of your fabric, everything. The zippers, everything. So they all will look the same, but you're more than welcome to go shopping, or if you brought a little tote or a suitcase of goodies from home, you can make more in your pretty floral piece instead of my kind of generic neutrals. So that's something that is required for that. Again, you can buy it at the time of registration, or you can get it when you show up. Or if you're here just to have fun and don't want to do any of my projects, that's okay too. Right. Just bring your goodness with you. Right. Because 3 things I'm going to add to that. One is that if that's the only date that you can come, but you're not a machine embroiderer, come anyway. I don't care. Come anyway. I'll hook you up with something else you can sew. Yeah. And so it'll be just fine. It's not going to matter. You don't have to do what she's teaching. You just have to know, though, that it's not a private class. She's not going to teach you Navajo Rose or whatever, because she's going to be immersed in teaching the rest of it. But you can still come, hang out,
eat all the food, drink all the wine, do all the yoga, go on the hikes. Everything will still be fine. You can just do your own thing. The other thing I'm going to add to that is if you think you might want to delve into the machine embroidery realm and you're not sure if you want to splurge for that $4,000 machine or up to $15,000 machine, come and test one out. Yeah. We will set up one of ours. We sell FAF machines. We'll set one up. We'll let you use our machine and see if you like it. And maybe you'll be done after 4 days and go, yeah, that was really fun, but too many buttons for me. Yeah. I'm not sure that I'm interested in that. Or you might decide that you want to buy the machine. So, so there's that option. And what was the fourth thing I was going to say? Oh, no, third thing. And C, right? It doesn't matter what machine you sew on. No. People ask that all the time. It's like, well, but you teach FAF, but I have a baby locker. I have a brother. It doesn't matter. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Whatever you embroider on is perfect.
And my only thing with that is make sure you bring your manual with you. I am pretty savvy. On most machines, savvy. I understand what button I'm kind of looking for. And maybe you know the button. If I can tell you what button it does and what it probably looks like, you can probably find it for me. If I can't find it, I guarantee I can find it in your manual. So don't worry about it. If it's brand new to you and something I don't use, we'll figure it out together. Yeah. And who knows who is going to be 3 seats away from you. Maybe who has the same one. Baby lock is there with us. And so we'll put you next to each other and hopefully, you'll meet someone new other than your roommate. Because of who your machine sister is. Yeah. So yeah, totally. If you don't want a machine embroider with me, I don't care. Yeah. It's fun. As quilters, if you're new to quilting, we just want to see what you're doing.
Yeah, we just want to play. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
We want to see your fabric, how you're doing. Yeah. Can I help pick out sashing? We just
all
want to
hang out. Yeah.
So I love it.
Want to hang out.
No worries.
And we start drinking wine about 3.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you don't have to drive home. You just have people to walk to your door. And
you just have to walk it. You saw it's not that many steps, and we'll help you.
We'll get you home.
Now they probably don't want to go.
Oh!
We'll have other options for you.
Yes.
But it's because we live near wineries.
Yeah. I can't wait until the COVID is over because that's one thing I want to do is because I was pregnant for so long. Is I'm ready to go on a tour.
Tasting.
Yes.
It's so much fun. We spend so much money replenishing all of the wine, but I know.
That's good.
It's good. It's really good. All right. Okay, so the Fall Fun Retreat, that happens to be the very next weekend. So we're kind of doing sort of a back-to-back one. And so so that one, every year we do this whole kind of a Christmas open house thing. So you sort of saw it. There was the Christmas open house where we tried to do it live, and I think it went okay. And then we kind of edited it so it wasn't 5
3 hours. I don't even know.
However long it was.
You guys are troopers.
And so, but we have a retreat. Normally what we do is we do our open house and then we have a retreat and we actually make a bunch of those things. So that's what this is. It's a little bit early, but it was just what was going to happen because we already had so many people that had to move because of COVID. And so October and November is fully booked. So we're doing it in September, but I think that's really good because it'll be all of these new fun Christmas ideas, gift ideas, our newest patterns. You get the full packet. And then what we'll do is kind of similar to that. We're going to show you the whole first half day is a tour of ideas. And we're going to show you all of the patterns that you have, what they make, what they do. And then you get to decide, I'm definitely making that one and that one and that one. And I'll just take the pattern and you get all of the patterns for everything. So you sort of get to build your retreat based on what you want to make and who you're making it for. Maybe they'll all be for you. So that's kind of a fun one. It's just a little earlier than what we normally do.
And we'll also have like a requirement sheet. So about 2 months or so before the retreat, we'll say, oh, you know, we might not have pictures yet, but we'll know that the majority takes half yard cuts. So you'll have some sort of a shopping list to bring with you from home. And then, of course, we have a shop full of goodness. So we'll have like a mocked grocery list. So you can bring things in your luggage, bring things with you. So that you don't have to do any shopping if you don't need to.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to cost you anything extra. Your extra fees will just be in shopping. Right. There's no other hidden fees anywhere in any of the retreats. So everything else is included. So the Summer Garden Retreat, we've done that for years.
Favorites.
It's our absolute favorite because of our friends Robert and John. So Robert and John own a commercial rose garden here in Soap Lake. It's this hidden gem. It's absolutely beautiful. It is not open to the public, but they let us come in with our group of women, and they have this beautiful lunch for us. Last year it was, well, the year before, it was crab cakes, these homemade crab cakes and homemade macaroons and I can't remember what winery. I think it was Pheasant, I think is what it was.
The wine.
Was the winery. But they always choose a local winery. And anyway, and they give this tour of the grounds, and it is so beautiful. And they send us home with bouquets, and it is just such a civilized, I mean, I don't know how else to, they are the most civilized men.
Yeah, they are amazing.
So kind and so sweet and so genuine. And their place is so stunning. I often, I'll visit, Bush Art Gardens or what. I love to go to gardens. Their garden, they could charge $20 admission all day long.
It's beautiful.
And so it is absolutely gorgeous. It's really well groomed. And so that's the highlight of it for me is that. But then we're going to do a bunch of other things. It's more of a spa one. We're only working on one project, and it's a watercolor quilt. And so part of it is a class about color. And then another one is a class about collage and watercolors and pixelated. And so we're going to show you how to take an image. And we have different images and patterns that are actually from the rose garden. And if it's not a floral one that you're looking for, if you're looking for more of a tree or something different, or even a face, we're going to show you how to do the pixelations and how to create a quilt from a photo. And you can do it a little more watercolor, or you can do it more exact. Yeah. So anyway, it'll be it's kind of a full technique, but there's multiple classes in there, but you'll work on that for the 4 days. But what's kind of nice is, again, the yoga, the massage therapist.
Retreat.
It is just a relaxing,
pampering
retreat.
Yeah, it really
super
is.
fun. Yeah, super fun. So anyway, really a nice one. So, and that one is in June. So the weather is beautiful here. So really nice.
You could easily take a dip in the lake, rub some mud on you.
Yeah,
get your skin silk smooth.
Really nice. The lake is fantastic. So yeah. And then the other one, we do have one in July, and that one we're calling it the Sunny Days Retreat. It's hot here in July. We are known for our sunshine. What is it? 320 days of sun.
Everything has AC in it, so you're not going to melt. But.
Yes. So during the day, we will not be outside. But in the evening, I mean, it stays light until 9:30, 10 o'clock. And so we'll have more evening activities. And I think that's the one that we're doing I should put my glasses back on. We're doing the, what's the log cabin one? Star stepping quilt, which is, we do these log cabin blocks. It's actually a courthouse steps block. So we're going to teach you rapid strip piecing. We're going to teach you some color issues, or color stories, and then show you how to work on a focus block. So that could be a photo block. We'll have stuff here where, again, pictures that you can take, or pictures you can bring, things that everybody has pictures on their phone. If you want to do it that way, or use a panel. So again, it's one of those, we're only making one project, but it's multiple classes in that project. So, and again, that's fairly well described on there. So those are the 4 retreats that we've done. And if you do the math again, with lodging, food, instruction.
Yeah, it's a great deal.
And fun. Yeah, it is a good deal. I think it's a really good deal. We've done retreats before with other places. There was one that I did for 3 days that was $1,500.
Okay.
And it did not cover lodging.
Yep.
There was another one that I'm going to do if she ever does it again. Well, we were signed up, but then it got canceled, again. And I'm paying $2,500, and it does not cover lodging, and it covers lunch, and it's 2 days.
When am I going to be that famous?
I know. So yeah,
there's my new job.
Even if you're ever that famous,
that's what I'd rather go on a cruise. That's what you need to do.
Oh, a quilting
cruise. I've thought about those.
That would be fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, but I think it's fun here because we sew from 9 o'clock until 4 probably. But and we have about an hour off for lunch. But the rest of the time we're having fun. The whole time we're doing other stuff.
And again, since we're all in the same, I mean,
it's like a quilting cruise, only we're not in the water.
We're not in the water because you can step as late as you want. We're not gonna just lock you guys out. If it closes at 10 and ta-ta. You guys can sew all night long, all morning.
Yeah.
It so doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's super fun.
Yeah.
And then we'll have our masseuse here for our retreats. You saw that little room, teeny tiny, but we'll have Patrice at every retreat. Mm-hmm. So she is, I think, is she $70 an hour?
She's $65. Yeah. She went up $5 on January 1st.
She's worth every penny.
She's $65 for an hour. $40 for a half an hour. So that is not included. And then that is one
It's only
extra.
if you want to.
But she is so good. It's very private. She's very, very good. She's been doing massages for 20 years more probably.
She's really good. Whether you have aches and pains or just want something to just soothe you and make it even that much better of a weekend for you.
Yeah.
She's really good.
She does a nice job. So
she comes and sees us every weekend.
All right, so I think we're not going to talk about right? Do we have anything else we want to chat about? I worry because sometimes we get to yapping and it gets to be a little long. So maybe we'll.
If we missed anything, we'll see you Friday.
We'll see you on Friday. Yeah, because we'll do the box openings. There are already quite a few boxes.
Yeah,
so we're excited.
And then if you have any questions about the retreat, let us know.
You can call us,
email us, and you can comment some questions. We'll try to answer that. If there's anything that's a really big question from a lot of you guys, we'll answer that on Friday. For you guys, so that you have all your details answered. But
the big thing to remember is, the cancellation. Don't feel like you're stuck. If you still feel like it's not safe to travel, or you don't, for whatever reason, we're okay with that. We don't want to push it. We just want to plan it.
Yes.
So
super excited.
Hope that it's going to happen. So anyway.
All right. We will see you in a couple days.
Friday morning.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.